What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 4 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty, and we got some news here.
Oh, yeah. Some really good news.
Want to explain this one here, sir?
Well, your computer froze.
Yes, it did.
After the game was completed, and we were not able to save this game.
Okay.
So this happened to another YouTuber recently, I noticed.
Who's that?
Swami. Swami had a game like this, I think.
Well, basically what happens, guys, is when you're using your Elgato capture card, it's got to hook up to the computer, which this is this whole entire software that, you know, you're recording the gameplay, but when you have to change to the input for another TV screen, you know, another source, another HDMI, you're not able to see what's going on your computer because you're obviously playing the game. So while you were playing the game, you finished it up, you saved it, and then we went back to the computer screen to try to stop the recording. And then, of course, that's when we found out that the computer was frozen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because, I mean, this was a fantastic game.
It really
there's
was.
a lot of hilarious things that happened. Let me just give you a recap here. I mean, man, like, where do I begin? I had a Vivaldi flip.
Yep, that was nice.
I threw it to him on a curl, and he flipped it to the fullback towards the sideline, and he ran it for another 8 yards. It was a great play. I had a Shinosky punt, dinged the Nebraska returner, Spielman in the helmet, recovered by Zaire Sullivan. We had some clutch interceptions by Zaire Sullivan. We had the Nebraska was in a wildcat formation, then they could run no huddle, and the ball was Tanner Lee is under center, and the ball teleports to the wide receiver.
Yeah, that was wild.
And he's just standing there, and we tackle him.
It did it twice. It did it twice, back-to-back plays. And I think you had the theory that it was because they were running the Wildcat before, because they run the hurry-up offense. So when they ran a Wildcat play, and then they did a hurry-up to
call a different play with Lee under center, then the ball thinks the quarterback is the running back, and it shoots right to him.
Exactly.
It was unbelievable. I wish we had the footage of that, but we didn't have it. So just to recap here, I mean, Cameron Willis threw 2 INTs, really did not help us much in this department. Tanner Lee threw the 2 picks. We were stuffing Bryant all game, but, man, he had some big runs late. We could not really hold on. Shinosky comes in, leads a big drive that we settled for a field goal here. This was at the end of the game. Settled for a field goal there. We get the 3 and out. We were holding on. Shinosky comes in, leads us into the red zone. We're down by 8. He rolls out, tries to make a little bit too much happen, and he threw a pick. But, I mean, really, he did a good job just giving us a spark late because, I mean, Willis's numbers were gaudy. I mean,
that was pretty atrocious. And like that's insane, man. Shinosky comes in and basically two drives.
Yeah, he totally sparks the offense. Pritchett had a solid game. Brenneman had a crucial drop on a 4th down. And, man, I really wish we did better offensively. We could not get the passing game going, and it cost us the game. But that's the recap there. We lose. We lose the rivalry game. I wish you guys could have seen it. That's all I have to say.
So many people. This has been going on for a couple months now. So many people, man, in the comment section. Run the ball.
We ran it quite a bit. I think we ran a fair amount. 29 carries.
Your wide receivers are not good enough to get separation, which is leading to the interceptions, which is leading to the high incompletion rates.
Yeah.
You got to stick to running the ball. I don't know how you got to be a little more creative, I think, when running the ball.
Yeah, well, so again, apologies on our end. I mean, this is just a technical difficulty, I guess, but let's get into the gameplay. Ardmore, Oklahoma.
All right, guys. Let's get this thing underway. Ardmore, Oklahoma. We are going to Oklahoma, not the state. We're already in the state.
You're right.
Because this is where we play.
Ardmore, going to
Oklahoma.
Norman, Oklahoma.
Specifically.
Now, this is a place Oklahoma is usually really, really good at. Is at Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. So, man, I don't know if you're going to be able to pull this out with the way you've been playing lately. A little underwhelming.
That is not an understatement at all. All of our out-of-conference games have been relatively lackluster. So we're going to have to definitely come out with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, a little bit more fire on offense. And we can see here we're really featuring Mercutio Hardaway, our big-time playmaker at wide receiver. And Jake Wood getting in on a carry here, first rush of the game for 10 yards. We want to get him going a little bit, try to soften up that defensive line. Now we get a little play-action pass here. Nice little sling pass. That was almost like a Stafford pass.
Everything's a Stafford pass to you. You got to drop it with this guy.
Yeah, I know. He's terrible. Third and 4. Here's Akeem Jenkins with a...
Jenkins?
Yes.
Jenkins.
An 11-yard catch there. And then now we get Tratnik with a in-the-traffic catch, too. 2nd and 8. So Shanahan is finding some holes here. And look at this, right up the middle, right in between two defenders. That is a baller type of move as a quarterback, to just say, I'm going to throw it right in between you, and you got nothing. So D.D. Foreman going to get in on a touchdown. It's going to be 7-0 for number 10, Ardmore Thunderwolves.
All right, but Kyler Murray right back. That's a throw to Brown. Good catch there. Marquise Brown, top wide receiver on the Sooners. And then we know Kyler Murray can run it a little bit, and he gets into that end zone for a game-time touchdown.
He's good.
He's pretty good.
I don't know if he's definitely not going to be a pro.
I don't think he's... people are saying he can run it better than Baker. I don't think so. I think Baker was better.
Yeah, but he's so small.
College.
He's so small. To play quarterback,
yeah,
he can't do it.
All right, well, Kyler Murray, we know he's got some skills, though. I got to give him some credit. But almost INT there. Almost going the other way.
Yeah, we're going to pick him off. We're going to pick him off at least once, I think.
You think so, huh?
We could not. I'm not going to give it away. But 3rd and 7 here after a nice pickup by Shook. We got some audibles here at the line, trying to get something going here, and Shanahan rolling out. He had the B route. He had the B route on the comeback, but unable to get the ball out. So he does take the sack. We got to give the football back to Oklahoma. And Vinny Hill-Parrish from the other side of the field. Look at this guy, man.
How about this? Yeah, he can make that tackle, getting in there. Yep. The guy's got some game.
3rd and 13, and Kyler Murray feeling the pressure, and the McQuarters comes up with a nice deflection there with Damian Smoot. They're going to credit Smoot with the deflection, but I think it went off of McCool there, or McQuarters. 3rd and 7 now, and look at this pass to D.D. Foreman. Right off of the line and press coverage. He beat his man, so it was a nice little throw there. And then now we're going deep to Leandro Ransom, but look at that catch. Look at that catch, man. The athletic Leandro Ransom with the nice grab there, guys, for the touchdown. So Ardmore takes the lead 14-7.
Some of these throws, I don't see what you're seeing. Like, I like throwing to guys that I know are going to be open, and you just read the route and you like trust it. But
yeah, I mean,
if there's guys anywhere in the vicinity, I don't want to throw it.
Hey, that's just that. I'm giving the credit to Shanahan.
Shanahan, okay.
Yeah, he's balling out today for sure.
You do have the lead. This is foreign territory for you to have the lead at halftime. So
last week we had the lead.
You're right. But how long is this going to last?
We see a drop here on a 1st and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 6 as they move the ball up forward. And then Kyler Murray, touchdown. Easy. That's a money play for him. He even was looking right back at you. He's looking right back at us. The camera is like, hey.
Yeah, he's like, I got this.
1st and 20 after a holding call. And then look at this. J.R. Fuller going to fumble the football after a big hit. And he can't believe it, guys. So that's going to be a turnover by Ardmore. And nice hit there, man. Look at this. Boom. Laying the boomstick. Gonna get Oklahoma the football back here. And then Murray going right in between the tackles. Takes a big shot there by Smoot. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And Murray throwing to the sideline, to the pylon. Almost picked off by McCool, one of the captains on defense here after Blake Stortz had graduated. And then now we see a 3rd and 11. Abdul Adams gets the screen pass complete, but unable to get any positive yardage. So 4th and 15, and they're going to kick the field goal, so Oklahoma takes the lead back. But look at this. A deflection by Broyles, and then he picks up his own deflection. I am convinced that this fell onto the ground, onto the turf, and, like, you can't even challenge it because it's saying that instant replay was activated. I'm pretty sure that I would have won that challenge.
Yeah, I don't know. That was definitely a close call, but they're going screen here to Rodney Anderson. You stop it. Then going to Rambo.
3rd and 14.
Yep, going to be short, so you hold him. But They're up by 6 now.
Yep, fourth quarter, and a nice little spin move here by Hardaway. Oh, beautiful. Go, baby, go. Burn him. But he's just such a big receiver. He just doesn't have that speed.
The breakaway speed to be the defensive back. Not quite there, but he beats them here for a 17-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Mercutio Hardaway, guys, really picking his game up in the last, maybe 6 weeks of last season.
Right,
and
then
up
back to
until
last year, he's been really good for the Thunderwolves. Definitely looking like a day one kind of prospect to me.
He's just got to work on getting a little bit faster if he can. But look at this. The next play. The very next play. It's going to go the other way for a touchdown, guys. 27-20. So you actually have a problem with what I'm about to do next.
Yeah. Let's look at this play. Get the little dive. That's my move. You stole my move.
I know. I stole your move.
What are you doing here?
The rationale here was that Oklahoma is probably going to score, and they would have to go for 2.
Okay.
And then it would be. I just don't want him to. I don't want him to go for 2. And then look at this. It didn't even give. Shanahan didn't even give us a chance. He throws it straight into the dirt.
That's a fireable offense, in my opinion.
What?
Yeah, you don't go for 2 because even Oklahoma's probably going to score, but they have to get the 2-pointer to force it.
Right.
So you're in a pretty good spot.
Well,
versus trying to make it a 2-score game for no reason. I don't know about that because look at this right here, Oklahoma touchdown.
But in my opinion, my defense would have given up the 2-pointer. So I'm sitting there thinking, if I go up 9, this game's pretty much done. Yeah, but it's a
one-play deal, and you can do some things on the goal line. You never know. You got to take the extra point. That's horrible.
So it's going to be 27-27 here.
You can grind some clock down and get yourself in field goal range.
I just don't trust the computer. That's all. That's all it is. It's the CPU against user.
We can argue about that. Leave it in the comments. Was Gold Glover 9
stupid?
Being dumb. You guys can hash it out there.
Shanahan's going to get the first down here. It's going to be 3rd and 7. 21 seconds left to go. Probably should have killed a little bit more clock there. But now Zavko is coming on here and trying to make a 51-yard field goal. So we do have the antifreeze skill activated.
Yeah, the lost yardage, though, on that last option play kind of sets you back because that just adds more length onto this field goal. And you are going to miss that.
Yes, so wide left. Now, here's the thing. Antifreeze skill was activated, so why was I frozen?
I don't know, because you need all 3 of them per timeout, but it did say activated for that last timeout.
Exactly.
I'm not sure why. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Lincoln Riley's so if he has more coaching skill than you, maybe he wins out.
I don't know, man.
I'm not sure
27-27 here in overtime now. DeQuandre Shook picking up some first downs, and then Shanahan trying to roll out, had the A route, and it's going to get sacked. That's a really bad sack. It's going to be 2nd and 18, and he's going to fire here out there to Mercutio Hardaway. Almost get picked off. He's been making some really good throws, a lot of contested type of throws, and nothing has really come close to like that last throw almost being picked off here. So 3rd and 18, got to get some positive yardage. And look at this, Tratnik. First down, barely. Almost had the score if he just stuck it in the ground there and tried to reach over the pylon. He would have been in. But we'll take it anyway, guys. It keeps us alive here. And then Jake Wood to the outside on a stretch play. He's going to get the touchdown, 34-27, guys. We hold the lead. 2nd and 8. Kyler Murray and the Sooners offense trying to get back into the end zone here to stay alive. 1st and 10 after that big first down for them. Here's a little curl route to the tight end. That's number 81 there. Is going to drop the pass. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Little zone coverage here by Ardmore. Murray dropping back, and he's going to just come on. Kyler Murray.
He's shifty. I don't know if he can throw a stiff arm that strongly, but they're running the screen here to Rodney Anderson, and you get a hold here. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Nice job by Ardmore defense, but we do have one more job to do, one more downage to go. 4th and 2. They have to go for it, guys. And Guerrero getting pressure, and he's going to sack Kyler Murray, and the game is over. Ardmore stands tall and beats Oklahoma, interstate rival, on the road. Shanahan 21 of 27 for 288 and 3 scores. He played well.
Oh, yeah, definitely good enough to win. That's a huge game for you. I mean, recruiting-wise, all sorts of good vibes going Ardmore's way with a huge win against a top 25 team on the road.
Oh.
And speaking of a road game against a top 25 team, we have the Shreveport Skeeters at number 1 Alabama.
What do they want?
They want Bama.
They want Bama. So Shreveport, the number 1 rushing offense in all of the land.
Number 1
Oh,
offense.
yes.
Total offense right now. Having come off of wins, 2 wins, Southern Miss Tulane, so we know the competition, suspect. But you can't argue with the production. They're big up front. They're not afraid of Alabama. The size differential, not quite there.
Size doesn't matter.
Shreveport is pretty big themselves. They're not scared.
They're thick.
Oh, yeah, they are. But look at them. See, they got this attitude.
They got that mojo.
And you have to like their mindset coming into this game. Definitely.
Well, here's the 7-yard reception here to Clarence Tate. So Rob LaDuca, the head coach for the Skeeters, that's his son, Nate LaDuca, playing quarterback. That little duo, that little tandem here. Plus you got Andre Wingo. I mean, this is a team that can definitely hang, but it's the question of how is Andre Wingo going to be able to manage against this defense for Alabama.
Right, and it's not quite him. I mean, it's more so the offensive line, because that, I mean, if they're getting pushed back, there's not much Wingo can do by himself. But you see here, he goes down with an injury. We don't know how serious this is. Until now, he will return soon. So hopefully not a big injury here, but Shreveport getting the play action game going too to Dontario Groves.
2nd and 12 here, and a little drag / out route here to the tight end, and a fumble.
Oh no!
And Alabama picks it up, and that is Diggs. That's Trayvon Diggs. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown, guys.
That is classic Alabama.
I know it is.
They look like they're kind of on the ropes, and then touchdown the other way.
But look at this.
Was he down though?
I think he was down. It looks like he's down.
Taiwan Cummings, the tight end.
Yeah, he's a big tight end.
I don't know if he's a fullback playing tight end right now, because 49 is a weird number, but he was definitely down, so thankfully that gets overturned. I'm happy about it. Wingo, though, on 3rd down, can't quite turn it upfield. Christian Miller with the tackle. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, Shreveport's going to go for it here on 4th and 2. They have got some cojones, man.
That's some guts right there, but you like it. They're like, we're scoring. We don't care.
So Wingo takes it to the right here, to the outside. He's going to get a 7-yard gain, but on 3rd and goal, LaDuca doesn't even give the offense a chance.
Yeah,
in that situation, I mean,
really conservative.
Even if you take a sack, if you stand back there super long and you take a sack, well, you're still in field goal range. So just give your offense a shot.
Yeah. Now, Tua has been edited by me. I've turned him into a 99 because the guy is just absolutely amazing. I think on this roster, since he was a freshman, they didn't know how good he was. I think he was like an 86. But so as you can see here, throwing downfield to Damian Harris for a 64-yard touchdown out of the backfield. Man, that is kind of a punch to Shreveport's gut right there. I mean, they just took the lead, just kind of manhandled him on that drive.
Look at this. I mean, he was wide open. Reggie Smith was wide open there on the left side, 3rd and 10. And then another deep bomb to the sideline yet again. So it looks like Alabama's starting to figure out the Skeeters' defense here and just really picking them apart.
Yeah, and it looks like he got face mask here. And so Shreveport definitely shooting themselves in the foot here. They're going inside the red zone, running the ball. Good stop here on Damian Harris. Not really getting a lot of yards here on the ground for Alabama. So, I mean, the defense for Shreveport looking really good. Looking like they belong in this game. They're definitely going to hang long term. But Bama kicks the field goal. It's going to be 10-3. Oh, man.
On 3rd and 9, trying to set up a screen pass, and LaDuca can't get rid of it in time. It's going to be 4th and 20, so they're going to have to punt the football away. And yet again, so we've got another medium to deep throw complete for Alabama. And then right here, nice play out there to the right side. That's the cornerback for the Skeeters. I believe that was Eli Mizell.
McAfee.
Oh, McAfee.
But
Major Tennyson,
tight end here, catches it from Tua, and he's got 141 with a couple scores. Shreveport not getting the offense going. Running game really hit a wall late there in the second quarter. So, they might mix it up a little bit more. You see LaDuca's throwing. They're down by 14. They're going to need a response eventually here. So trying to get that passing game going, keep them off balance a little bit. Here's Wingo going for about 11-yard gain there.
The short passing game has been working for Shreveport. Not so much the deep throws. You can't challenge them on the deep throws like that. Trayvon Diggs almost with another turnover. Actually, the first one wasn't official since it was overturned, but he would have had an interception there. A nice throw.
Just dropped it right in the bucket.
Even a medium to deep throw there was complete, so that's cool. And then now we got Cummings.
Dude, this guy's holding up, man. I haven't seen him. I mean, Britton left the program, obviously, to graduation, so Cummings filling in at tight end. He's a big body. He's kind of a blocker, but it doesn't look like a pass catcher, but he's hauling them in. Oh. And then we got a deep shot to Darius Marks.
What a throw by Nate LaDuca. So Darius Marks, his brother, Marks.
The Marks brothers.
The other Marks is on the offensive line.
Right, so now we got Tua with the ball back, and oh man.
A response.
Coverage was there. Could not complete the play, though. He was right there on Reggie Smith, but that's going for a 74-yard touchdown. That's just what Bama does. It's classic Bama. It's so classic Bama. All right, so LaDuca's got the ball back. We need something good to happen. Oh, no.
Forced it here mid part of the fourth quarter, 3:59, and an interception for a pick six. Aaron Robinson comes up big time for Alabama.
That's classic. It's classic Bama.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Even the corner, nobody could tackle him. At least give yourself a chance.
If you could prevent Alabama from scoring defensive or special teams touchdowns, they would be beatable.
Yes.
But they just do it every single game.
And then here again, 3:18 left to go, and on the Skeeters' next possession, LaDuca throws another interception. This time, not to the right side, but to the left side, and Deontay Thompson is going to come up with that pick.
So field goal for Bama. It's going to be now a 14-point game. LaDuca's going long. Can't really make the play there. Diggs again on the coverage. Should be player of the game, I think. He's killing it out there.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Deep throw. Almost made that. Man, so I don't know if this is going to work.
Third and 15 here, and LaDuca passing to the left. Going to finally get a completion to Dontario Groves. And then 4th and 1 going to Wingo, and the offensive line can't get a good enough push. So, guys, Bama is going to look like they're going to win this game. 2nd and 5, and look at this. Damon Harris breaks off a tackle. Breaks off another tackle there. Just totally whiffed on defense. And he's just like, you know what? Might as well score. Might as well pad my stats. It's going to be 41-20, and the Bama Crimson Tide is rolling.
Yeah, I know. It's a popular upset pick. I was kind of, I wasn't available for Wednesday, but I was kind of like, man, I think Shreveport can really be in this game. I think they deserve to be here. They played right with them. They played a good 3.5 quarters. It just kind of fell apart at the end, as often happens against the Crimson Tide.
Well, especially when you're the underdog. They wear you down, and then eventually the conditioning and just the athleticism wins out.
Right. If you get to that point where it's a game late third, early fourth, then Bama will just pull away.
Right.
If you get there. Oftentimes teams don't even get there. So kudos to the Skeeters. I think they're looking good moving forward. Looks like they belong. We're going to show this game here, Denver and Iowa. Denver Tech and Iowa, just as a makeup game because we did not get to watch Nebraska State. So you guys are getting your 3 games worth here. This is Durkeen and Timmons. Wearing the All Blacks today. Definitely got mix it up with the alternates.
The all highlighter might not look too good with the Iowa yellow.
No, it would not. So as we've talked about, I think in the previous 2 videos, Iowa does have one of the coordinators from last year's national title teams, Kellen Ivey, is the head coach for the Hawkeyes now. So they're kind of spreading it out a little bit on offense. They did not run no huddle in this game, which I thought was interesting. But, I mean, they are running, screens, wide receiver screens, read options, which is obviously not what Iowa's known for.
Halfbacks coming out in the like the New England Patriots do.
Right, and you do have Kirk Ferentz, who, in a change of style for him, is actually calling plays for Denver Tech. So, he's had to, change some of his philosophy as well, because why are you going to rock the boat, right?
Exactly.
So, like, when you got a guy like Timmons who can run, we've seen him many times. That's what he does best. Screen pass here, though, to Iowa. We haven't really even talked about what's happening on the field yet. You see here late in the first half, and Iowa is right there with Denver Tech. Tyler Uyghur's just short of the end zone here, and they're going to pound this one in. So we got a tied game late.
Yeah,
Denver's not used to being here.
No, it's a very surprising turn of events, but you could see this coming. You could see this type of thing coming here, as Iowa's got a pretty solid defense. Denver Tech definitely has one of the best defenses, and with the storyline that we've got here with the two coaches and the coaching carousel that both these teams have gone through.
Yeah, they know each other.
They know each other very, very well.
Yeah, and a couple dropped INT opportunities here for the rush, and now they're losing. I think those are two big drops right there, because, that goes from, it cost them 3 points.
Yeah, and now Drakini Timmons and the offense is going to have to make up for it here. You see
Atari Scroggins.
Look at that.
Not going down.
Not down.
No whistle. Run till the whistle's over. Good job, Atari Scroggins.
Wow.
How about that?
Shades of Thanksgiving Day game with Justin Forsett, the Texans and Lions.
Oh, nobody remembers that.
Look it up. He wasn't down. They didn't blow the whistle.
Yep, so that's really good awareness. Pay attention. Know what's going on. So good job, Atari Scroggins. Pretty good running back in his own right. He was number 3 last year on the depth chart, so didn't get a ton of work. Jarquez Holly taking the majority of snaps now. So big pass here downfield. That's Adrian Falconer with the reception. Tyler Uyghur's playing pretty good so far. He's running the ball quite a bit too,
especially in this system.
Yeah, so we get Denver gets a stop here on third down. Field goal is good. It's a 1-point game.
2nd and 5, and look at this. Again, Drakini Timmons missing tackles, and number 15 for Iowa is going to have to come over and make the tackle. 2nd and goal here, and here's Scroggins yet again, and look at, there's nobody even close.
Yeah, the Denver offensive line is just like plowing people through.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
Pretty good to watch.
That highlighter yellow must be like construction zone. They're just like pushing everybody away, like just pylons.
Yep. Iowa with a response drive, though, they get the 2 points as well, so we're into 2 minutes and a tied game. Denver, though, methodically marching down the field. Timmons just short of the end zone.
Where is he at? Down
at the
1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Unreal. He even stretched over the goal line. That should have been a touchdown.
Should have been in. This, though, goes to the fullback. That's Rosario Hernandez. Not a name we see all of the time. But fullback comes in, gets a touchdown on triple option play. So Uyghurs has one chance to respond here. It's going to be 1.5 minutes left going to the sidelines. And the national title hero, one of them, Jordy Williams, gets the INT on the sideline. And that should do it for Denver. And it does. They escape here with the W. Close game. Congrats to Iowa. Hung around against the number 2 team on the road. Timmons is your player of the game. Denver Tech still has not lost.
All right, guys, let's get into Week 4 recap. Got some final scores here for you. Midland State beats SMU 41-34. Very, very close game.
Yeah, how about that? Opening kickoff return for a touchdown by Demetric Pence. Took it all the way. You see Wicks having himself a nice game. Sprague came in a little bit. A couple late touchdowns by SMU, but I don't like the total offense for the Ponies. That's a little bit too much. Not a good look for Midland State, but they do get the win. Wicks plays okay. Sprague comes down. We don't know if Wicks was injured. He was not listed on the injury report, so not really too sure what happened there. But one thing I like about Midland's offense, they really love to spread the love around. So it's good to see them get everybody involved. That's good to see. But they get the W.
2 Mustangs in that matchup. I don't think I mentioned that. Yeah.
Pony Bowl. We did see this game here. Iowa outgained Denver. I mean, we saw Timmons throw for 20 yards. Running game was there. Running game was really good. I'm not going to spend too much time there since we saw it and talked about it. Ardmore, what do you have to say about the box score? Saw the game.
Yeah, obviously a very, very tough battle, but we fought the whole way through, and it was
Kyler Murray in check.
Yeah, we did. It really, we really played well on defense, I thought. Shook had a pretty solid game. Hardaway had some big catches for us. Foreman had that nice touchdown catch in the early part of the game.
Yeah, getting a lot of receivers involved.
Yeah, Leander Ransom with that big fly route, the streak route. I think overall that was our best game that we've played to date.
Yeah. ACU, I feel like, I mean, the yardage was totally dominant. Obviously, I mean that's just that's a beatdown right there.
It's a drubbing.
Yeah, man, ACU just. Stoudemire, good game passing. We were talking about maybe seeing more Vajajic. We did not really see the backups that much. I mean, they did get McCoy, who's kind of splitting duties with Crispy right now. You see Tony Adams. Look at that. Touchdown.
Nice.
Tony Adams the second.
Nice.
Boris Beef even got a touch. So, man. But, yeah, McCoy, kind of the 1B running back, I think, really took over in the fourth quarter, I would assume. Look at this Kleck with 2 touchdown receptions. Good stuff, Mr. Kleck. All right. Johnson Jr., Jimmy Ireland, 2 catches for 32.
Making some appearances. That's good.
Yeah, I would have liked to see some other guys like Connor Smith or Matthews, maybe seen some Ostrander in there, but the game was not enough of a blowout, I think, to really warrant them playing the second and third stringers too much. But that's just how it goes. Payne and Nottingham register sack. Granger gets an INT. And we got another INT by Chandler. So good job there, guys, for the defensive stats. Odessa knocks off New Mexico.
Montana Flynn stepped it up yet again. He's just really carrying this entire team. If we take a look at the overall offense here, Odessa 472 to 458. Passing yards 429. So just like we were talking about, Odessa's going to really rely on the pass. New Mexico is going to really rely on the run. 4 touchdowns for Flynn.
Again, the leading rusher over Logan Sweeney.
Yep, who only had 2 attempts. So even like last year, they're not even attempting to run the football. Livingston with 10 receptions.
Huge game.
158 for a touchdown. Sweeney got a touchdown through the air. That's good. But Brock Skinner with 2.
Yeah, Brock Skinner really stepping it up, doing a good job. Looks like one of his favorite targets. We're going to see McAllen here. Marcus Rodriguez had a pretty big game. We saw Jamar Smith last week, was one of the players of the week in the NCAA. So we figured this game was going to be kind of a shootout. Rodriguez with 321 and 3. Kind of a lower completion percentage there. Malloy Jr. and Gathright get touchdown carries. McMillan, Carson Jackson, haven't really seen him explode yet. I want to see that 180-yard game.
Maybe he turns it on in conference play, or maybe Judd Carmichael and him just had that connection. Maybe they don't have. Maybe he doesn't have that connection with Rodriguez.
Maybe not. Little Rock here getting on the board early with a defensive touchdown. An Isaiah Green touchdown from Gunnar Rivers. 40-yard touchdown from Rivers. Mike Monet.
Nice.
Rushing touchdown. And then Traxville tacks on 3 field goals to close it. So you see here 6 turnovers forced by Little Rock's defense. Little Rock's defense really looking good.
It's definitely turned the corner. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the offense is a little bit better.
Yeah.
They're not constantly just 3 and outing. With Bollinger and then with Ashe, they're moving the football with Gunnar Rivers, even though that completion percentage is pretty bad. But he was out there slinging it today.
Oh yeah, no issue there. I mean, you can't argue with the numbers. I mean, they put up some yards, they put up some points, and I think it's good that Gunnar Rivers is 3-0, getting a lot of time under his belt against some lighter competition, but really in a good spot next week, and we'll talk about the game next week in a minute. We saw the Nebraska game, unfortunately, at the beginning.
Such an Amarillo thing to do right here.
Yeah,
they would
lose to Nevada and then destroy Arizona.
5-33 against a pretty good team in Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona, they're not looking great right now, but yeah, I mean, we know they can score a little bit on offense. You see Beckham there, 143 and 2 touchdowns. Gamble had a huge game.
Nice to see that out of Isaiah Gamble.
Yeah,
for sure.
Arizona, they tacked on, some fourth quarter touchdowns to make it close, but pretty much in control. We saw Shreveport downed by Alabama.
Very good close game.
Yeah, really good game defensively for the Skeeters. I mean, Tua was in there, did his thing. Harris had a huge touchdown at the end, did all of his damage outside of that touchdown catch on that last run of the game. So, unfortunately, I mean, you got to give the Skeeters a little bit of credit, though. I mean, LaDuca having to throw the ball 36 times. The game flow really got away from them late. They wanted to go Wingo the whole time. Did not have the game that they needed. But, Bama's defensive front is nasty.
It's Bama, man. I mean, just like we were talking about in the preview video, they rely on Wingo so much that they were going to have to try anyway. They were going to have to, they just had to do it. But again,
eventually they were going to have to throw the ball because you can't win if Wingo's going to give you 2.7 a carry.
Right.
It's just like Wingo's great, but Bama's defensive front is so good that you have to throw the ball and keep them off balance a little bit. So, it was no shame. All right, let's check out Kansas A&M Bowling Green. Not the result I was looking for out of Camu. I was hoping a little bit of a bigger beating. But, Bowling Green held their own in this one. Rushing game was there for Kansas A&M. I don't know, you have anything to add?
Well, the passing game for Bowling Green was pretty high up there heading into this game. But that Camu defense against the pass was also high up there.
Yeah.
So it was kind of the two strengths were really going at it. But Bowling Green, if Camu's defense wasn't as good as they are, then, Bowling Green could have had them in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it was fairly close. I mean, they did score late again. I mean, Camu put a touchdown on the board late to kind of put them away, but yeah, the fourth quarter was kind of won by the Falcons, and I don't know how I feel about Kansas A&M right now. I mean, they got a few wins. They're heading in the right direction. We're going to see them for the first time next week, and then the final game here, Broken Arrow, Miami, pretty easy win for the Wranglers. I mean, they were up 30-0 at the end of the fourth quarter before that happened. So, put 483 on the board. You got 3 turnovers on defense. Brian Street, I think he's looking for his first completion. I think he went 0 for 2 last week. Let me double check that. Or previous week would have been against Louisiana Monroe. Brian Street, yeah, he's 0 for 2 twice. He's 0 for 4. Okay, he's getting there though. I think he'll be all right. But Broken Arrow, easy W there.
Just trying to work him in slowly.
So any takeaways other than what we already talked about, or you just want to move out to next week?
I think the big takeaway here would be that Denver Tech would be my big takeaway. Plus Shreveport would be my takeaway.
Yeah.
Denver Tech, we talked about it previewing this game that, don't be surprised if Iowa comes to play, especially with that offensive coordinator from Denver Tech. And honestly, it's just like I said in the video, in the game, in the highlights, did that offensive coordinator help Durkeen Timmons become Durkeen Timmons? Obviously, the rushing attack is still the same.
I think Durkeen Timmons was fine.
The passing, though.
Yeah, passing, I mean, they were doing short throws the entire game.
He was better last year.
Yeah, Iowa really came to play, though, here. So, I mean, Denver looks defeatable.
But they still haven't lost.
I know, they still have not lost. So, you got to give them that. You keep slipping by. I don't know how you keep doing it.
Whoa. You take that back right now. Oklahoma.
I know that. They're good.
Oklahoma. I mean, it's basically a home game anyway for us.
But I said you keep slipping by.
It's not slipping by. You got to reconnect the controller. Look at you. You're getting all nervous and stuff, just bobbling things around.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. And then Nebraska State, our first L, but I think we're going to rebound next week. And speaking of that,
what do you guys think?
Yeah,
I'd like to know what you guys think. Like, what are your big takeaways from the previous week for week number 4? Because we do a lot of talking about like, what do you guys think is going to happen in week 5 or the current week that we're heading up against?
Right.
But what are your big takeaways in this week 4 here?
Yeah, like I throw out a few questions like, do you guys think Odessa's going to make a bowl game? Okay, they're 4-0. They got to get 2 wins in conference to get a bowl game. And then you're looking, a team like McAllen. Can they threaten ACU, Ardmore? I don't know. Little Rock? Are they looking at a bowl game?
Do you believe in Gunner Rivers? Do you believe in the hype? Do you
Amarillo. They got to turn it around, man. If they go 4-4 in conference, they'll be in a bowl game. Shreveport, like, how are they looking? How do they stack up?
It's a bar test game.
Yeah. I think they passed. I mean, because Bama's so good, but in terms of, like, competing with McAllen, ACU, Ardmore, I think Shreveport can stack up.
Yeah.
And then, any of these surprise teams, like, you think they can contend, like Broken Arrow, Camu, and Little Rock? I mean,
yeah, we'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are. So let's go ahead and go into week 5. It's a pretty light week this week.
A lot of teams taking the week off, prepping for week 6, which will be our conference opener. And we're going to have Little Rock at Auburn, one of the feature games. You haven't seen Little Rock yet. Gunner Rivers against some prime competition. They are on the road too, though.
On the road.
Yeah.
National broadcast game. So they're definitely, the nation is watching. All eyes are on the freshmen and a 3-0 start for Little Rock. It's a big game for them. It's a big game for both teams, actually, because Auburn's season would basically be done.
Yeah, they're not looking hot right now. They lost to Mississippi State, Texas A&M. So they're off to an 0-2 start. And then this game, another feature game, we have not seen Camu yet. They're going to host Kansas State out of the American Conference. Broken Arrow, Tulsa, we got that rivalry game. Maybe we'll get to see Nebraska State this week. I don't know. Maybe we just didn't want to see them in a loss.
No, we wanted to show them, guys. We really did. I mean, a Nebraska State, Nebraska game. I mean, it's an interstate.
It was so good.
Game.
You guys have no idea. It was just solid.
I know.
A lot of great plays. Everything was great about it.
I'm laughing about it, actually, because I'm like, God dang it.
My feelings are hurt. Now you're going to have Tulane at McAllen. Kind of it's a test for McAllen. I think they'll pass, but, I mean, it's a test.
What?
It's a test.
What?
It's Tulane. There's C. There's C. Western Kentucky, they're not looking too good either.
What's the test?
You just got to work on your passing game, work on some things.
Do this arithmetic. 2 + 2.
You've never heard that phrase
it's so
before?
hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what the test. It's a test.
Their controller sucks, too.
I don't think it's a test. McAllen's going to take that game.
Georgia State, Shreveport. I think Shreveport, I don't know. I think they're okay. I think they're in a good spot. I don't think they're going to take that loss too hard under those circumstances on the road at night, Bryant-Denny Stadium. They showed up, played great for 3.5 quarters. They're going to just steamroll Georgia State.
They should.
Maybe Wingo gets kind of the day off.
He should. That's brutal, how they've been running him.
Yeah.
And against that tough of a defense last week, yeah, you got to give him a break.
Yeah, and I don't usually do this, but let's give you guys a little bit of a taste for that conference opener, just because I know we're really close, and I just want you guys to think about what's coming up. You're going at Camu. We're going to host McAllen.
That's tough. That's tough.
Broken Arrow, Midland. Hopefully, Broken Arrow's looking 4-0. It'd be 2 undefeated teams right here. Definitely 2 undefeated teams right here. That's an amazing game.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna love seeing that.
I would want to watch this game, but I don't know if we have enough.
Amarillo, Shreveport.
Yeah, that would be a cool match.
We might even do like a little
maybe skip the Wednesday video and just do Wednesday.
Yeah, skip a Wednesday video. There's no preview here, and
could be 2 undefeated teams here too.
We might even be able to do double upload Saturday.
Ooh, that could be a possibility
for week 6 for conference openers. You got to.
Yeah,
and the good thing about doing something like that, guys, is that there's a lot of teams that later on in the season who aren't playing well that just kind of get lost in the shuffle, that we just don't have any point to show. So it'd be nice for you guys to see everybody, equally this season and kind of get a feel and a flavor for the team.
Yeah,
that way you
kind
of know what's going on.
We might be like, oh, Little Rock, Odessa, yeah, they're 4-0, but they're Little Rock Odessa, but we don't know that, how the season's going to play out.
Right.
Both of these teams are highly rated enough. They get some breaks. Maybe this game really matters down the road.
Right.
We don't know yet.
Right. I think we should do double upload Saturday.
I like that idea. So just stay tuned for that. But first things first, Week 5 coming up next Saturday. Take us out, sir.
We'll make our picks on the Wednesday video for this Week 5 preview. Leave your picks in that comments section below on the Wednesday video, guys. Do not put them here on the Saturday video unless you're feeling gutsy. I probably won't see it, though. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. Please reconnect the controller.
Tapped it.
He hates doing this. We got to buy another controller. Our 360's breaking. Anyway, guys, leave a like.
The computer's breaking.
Yeah, everything's breaking. My heart is breaking because I wanted that Nebraska State game, dang it.
Dude, I wanted it more than you.
God dang it. All right, so guys, let us know what your takeaways were for week number 4. What are you looking forward to in week number 5? We'll see you guys in the Wednesday preview video where we will cover recruiting board for Broken Arrow and who else? Who do you want? Who do you want?
I have no idea.
We'll do Kansas A&M. Broken Arrow and Kansas A&M for the
good.
recruiting video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing, and if you're new to the channel, hit that red button for subscribe with my logo in the bottom right-hand corner. As always, peace.